Good afternoon, folks. I came across another question today on the internet, and I thought it was a good one, and it got me thinking. It's a pretty basic question at first glance, and the question is, what do all religions have in common? And I just wanted to kind of think about that, and there's a real basic answer that I kind of ended up coming to, and it could branch off into various segments from there. But I do believe that all religions, what they do have in common are ideas. Be they ever so different, all religions are, what is included with that are several, many different ideas. These might include things having to do with teachers or prophets or commandments and followers and leaders and depending upon the religion, depending on what is included with that, whether it be beliefs. Sometimes certain religions might even have a lack of belief, which is a strange thing to say, but there might be clarification on that another time. But religions, the basic core of them all, something that you won't find one that is without, that I could think of, is ideas. Now, it is a worthy endeavor to think about ideas. And many people do follow a particular religion. One of the best things I ever heard that was encouraged to me to do is to think about the ideas in my own religion, especially when they began to be challenged, and then that can feel a little bit threatening. And by the way, just to back up, when I mentioned myself, I would not even call myself a particularly religious person, but I think some others might. So again, it's just interesting. But I think that in a general sense, if I am correct in how I'm thinking, the person who posed the question meant it to be was, what do all religions have in common? And that would be ideas. It's the ideas that are very different from each other and worth thinking about, worth pursuing. And on one last note, kind of like as was encouraged to me, to really think through those ideas. Are the ideas that a religion is based on, are they good? Are they bad? I don't think anyone chooses to believe in a religion knowing that they would be bad. But since there's so many differing views, it doesn't hurt to think about it. And so I think that was a great question. And I just wanted to kind of give a quick follow-up. This is just in general for this channel. This is not a channel that is going to claim to have all the answers. I certainly don't have all the answers to all the questions that I'm going to pose. The purpose of this channel is to discuss ideas and to discuss things that matter to us, whatever that might be. It might matter to a lot of people. It might not matter to you. But if this video came up in maybe a search or something, however you came across this, I just want to kind of share that idea that the purpose here is to discuss these thoughts and questions, which can be a little bit difficult in video form, but people could do response videos, they could comment, we could discuss with each other. So I'm kind of jumping, every time I'm going to be posting something, what will have initiated it is someone else's question. There are plenty of questions, and my questions might come from anywhere, not just the internet, but right now there are plenty to be found on the internet. And these are questions that are important to me, and in my challenging of myself and my own beliefs. And I think that we should all do that, because I think that truth does matter. So on this one, the answer would be ideas. Every religion has ideas attached to it. To get to the core of a given religion's ideas, I would also recommend going back to its most classical form of the given religion. When things start to branch off and go various ways and directions, over the centuries, over the years, over the decades, depending on how old a religion is, I think it's important to recognize the diversions that have come from a religion And when people say, "Oh, look at that," and it's not, it's more of a form of something that's kind of veered away from the original, I would just say, ask that we all be fair and keep those things in mind. But the original ideas are kind of what matter, I think. And of course, as always, we can always come down to the ideas we choose and why, and we have our reasons for picking what we do. So anyway, thank you for tuning in today to my channel. I really appreciate it. Any thoughts, questions, requests for clarification are always welcome. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.